Hey, everybody. This is Maxine Taylor with my overview, my astrological big picture for the month of April 2020. We are in very interesting times, and I have all kind of information to help guide you through. And we all know we are one. And we're going to get through this together. We are not alone. So, I want to share something with you that many of you have asked about, and then I'll get into the overview. Many of you who live outside of Atlanta have asked about my full moon ceremonies, which have gotten more and more popular over the years that I've given them, that I've held them. I've held them at the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore in Atlanta, very, very popular bookstore. And with the arrival of the coronavirus, the Phoenix and Dragon has decided to discontinue its classes while this is ongoing. And that includes my full moon ceremony. Now, we have it usually on a very small patio, and usually on the full moon, I get somewhere between 40 and 45 people. Well, last month, or this past month, excuse me, I had 55 people. It's very, very popular, and many of you wanted to know if I was ever going to video it. Not at the time, because I'm conducting the ceremony. However, the Phoenix and Dragon has discontinued temporarily their classes, which includes my full moon ceremony, where we are standing shoulder to shoulder. So I thought, well, what can I do to keep the ceremony going? The answer was simple: do it online. And so from now on until Phoenix and Dragon returns to business as usual regarding my full moon ceremonies, I'm going to video a ceremony every month. If you're on my mailing list, of course, you will get an announcement. I'll post it everywhere I can think of so that you too may be part of this amazing group of people that have attended my ceremonies for years. Once again, our next full moon, well, not once again, our next full moon is April 7th. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because it is the participants and the love and light that they bring that is what makes these ceremonies so successful and so life transforming. But I will, while I can't duplicate the energy of 50 or 55, or on an eclipse, 75 to 80 people showing up together, all of them coming from love, I will do my best to make my video this month and successive months as wonderful as I possibly can so that you all can be included. All right? That's the first announcement. The second announcement is that we're going into a time when both Mercury and Venus are going to be retrograde, or at least in the shadow of the retrograde, at the same time. They're going to tag team us. And you know what happens when Mercury goes retrograde? Well, so does Venus do the same thing when it goes retrograde. This month, April, it moves into the shadow of the retrograde. If you're not familiar with that, it's a time when, while the planet is not actually retrograde, we nevertheless experience the feeling of it being retrograde. And that's what's happening this month. Venus is going to move into the shadow of the retrograde on April 9th. I'm going to give you your solar forecast, of course, today. I'm also offering a special for those of you who would like a detailed forecast for the next 6 months so that you can plan accordingly when to zig, when to zag, and you will know that the craziness around us is temporary. If you're interested in that special, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. It's all there. My webmaster has listed all the information, and I look forward to helping you navigate your next 6 months when Venus and Mercury take turns at being retrograde, and for 1 week they are both absolutely retro. At the same time that we have 3 eclipses. 3 eclipses. Come on, guys. It's going to be crazy city. And you don't have to go crazy because you will know exactly what's going on in your chart and when to step out and when to retreat. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on this month. First of all, as I mentioned, we have the full moon on April 7th. Now, on the full moon, everything pops. Everything comes to a head. This is a very exciting time because what the seeds that we have planted on the new moon come to fruition. So on the new moon, the moon starts growing. 2 weeks later, full moon. 2 weeks after that, new moon, preceded by 2 days of dark of the moon, meaning nothing's happening. The new moon will be April 22nd. The full moon, as I mentioned, is April 7th in 18 degrees of Libra. Find 18 Libra in your birth chart because this is where everything's going to come to a head. And you can plan now to create what you want by knowing that date. Then the new moon is going to be April 22nd in 3 degrees of Taurus. Find 3 degrees of Taurus in your birth chart because that's where the energy starts growing, in that house. The sun, of course, is in Aries right now, and it's going to stay in my way or the highway. I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I can. Aries until the 20th, when it eases into, let's take it a little slower. Can we sit down and talk about this over a latte? Taurus. So the energy, the fervor, the impatience, the go get 'em, do it now tone of Aries shifts. And we're able to relax a little bit, which will be so welcome all over the world because of the energy that is energy and everything that's going on now. All right. Now, I mentioned that Venus getting ready to move into its shadow, the shadow of the retrograde. I did a video, I think it was the end of last year, called Mercury Retrograde, the prequel and the sequel. It's on YouTube. You might want to review it. This is a great time to understand what the shadow means because we have a good 3 to 4 weeks prior to the retrograde, and then 2 to 3 to 4 weeks after it goes direct, comes out of retrograde for the first shadow and the second shadow. Yeah. All right. So Venus is in its own sign, Taurus, till the 3rd. And you know, when a planet is in its own sign, it's really strong. So Venus, the planet of love and money, oh yes, and sugar, and all things beautiful, will move into out of Taurus that says, let's just take it slow and easy and relax. It races into Gemini that says, all right, I can multitask. I can do everything right now. Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And our love nature undergoes a change, doesn't it? We're ready to get out there and talk to people. Gemini is the sign of communication. And if you have been feeling a little cooped up, we have the internet, we've got phones. You may want to visit somebody over the internet you haven't seen in a while. Your mind is going round and round. It's a terrific time for a blog, for, are you writing a book? Good time to do that. And of course, I'll give you more next month. Keep in mind that for most of April, Venus is going to be in Gemini. And what that means is we're going to want variety. Cool. Love it. Mercury, which doesn't move into the shadow yet, not this month, but it will. Mercury, communication, correspondence, transportation, is in dreamy, divinely inspired Pisces. Lovely there. Until the 11th, when it moves into Aries and says, all right, enough dreaming. Let's go. We ain't left yet. And so there's such a difference, as I'm sure you know, many of you, between Mercury and Pisces that says, oh, I wish I could do this and so. And Mercury and Aries that says, I'm doing it. That's all there is to it. And I'm doing it myself. And then on the 27th of the month, Mercury moves into, all right, let's slow it down. Let's take it easy. Let's relax. Taurus. So interesting. And then Mars is in Aquarius. Now, this is a very humanitarian placement for Mars. Wherever Mars is in your chart at any given moment, that's what you fight with and fight for, or I should say, and or. That's what comes first to you. Now, the sun is the center of our life. And wherever it is, it lights up your chart. Wherever Mars is where you say, let's get going now. And with Mars in Aquarius, there is a distinctly humanitarian tone to Mars, what we're willing to take a stand for and with. And I have seen so many acts of kindness and love between strangers in this particularly upsetting time that we're all going through. However, I truly believe that when we come out of this, we're going to be changed. So you get clear during this time how you would like to change, how you would like to be, because when that happens, when we then move forward, it's a whole new life. And it can be very exciting. And I'll keep you posted every single month. No, I'm not going anywhere. I got your back. So I think that's all I think that covers it. So, dear friends, I look forward to seeing you, or at least being online with you this month, right around the 7th. I may record it on the 6th rather than the 7th. So, my blessing for you is this: May the stars shine brightly on you and yours and everyone who is meaningful to you in your life, including your pets. Okay? Bye for now.